billboard reminds people that there still is a Lincoln woman missing, and now police are searching for 2 people who they consider people of interest.
A phishing scam hit UNL today. I'm Sydney Boyd, and I'll let you know what to do if you got the email.
Just days after Mike Riley was fired, all is quiet here at Memorial Stadium as the Huskers search for a new head football coach continues. Meanwhile, high-profile programs from around the country are filling their vacancies with big-time names.
Welcome to Star City News. I'm Emma Olson.
And I'm Karina Hernandez. It's been almost 2 weeks since the disappearance of a Lincoln girl.
Star City's Sarah Firestone is live with the latest updates on the investigation.
That's right, Emma and Karina. Police are still investigating the disappearance of a 24-year-old Lincoln woman when she went missing after a date with someone she set up online.
Sydney Loof was reported missing on November 16th by her family after she never showed up to work. Loof had Snapchatted her friends the night before, talking about her date she had scheduled. There are 2 people of interest in the case that the police are still trying to contact: 51-year-old Aubrey Trail and 23-year-old Bailey Boswell. The Lincoln police say that the 2 individuals have ties to multiple states, and Chief Jeremy Blymeister says that Trail and Boswell are 2 people that may have information concerning Loof's whereabouts. Based on the information that Loof met the person online, LPD is looking thoroughly into the digital footprint behind her disappearance.
And with the proliferation of cell phones, with social media, and people no longer using cash in exchanges for whatever they are purchasing, those are all different avenues that we are looking at and should be looking at in order to identify where Sydney was, where Bailey Boswell and Aubrey Trail may be. It's a valuable component of our investigative process.
Blymeister says that Loof's last known location was in Wilbur, Nebraska, the evening of November 15th. Her cell phone pinged off a tower in the area, and both Trail and Boswell's latest residencies are in Wilbur, a town about 40 miles southwest of Lincoln.
We continue to explore and analyze other digital components of this investigation that we need to vet thoroughly to be able to absolutely determine whether or not who is on the other end of the cell phone, who is on the other end of a social media posting, who is actually using some type of digital payment method. And so we're continuing to explore and look for anything other than what has already been released regarding November 15th in the Wilbur area.
I talked with police spokeswoman Angela Sands about the precautions of online dating, communicating, etc. And because of the integrity of the case, and they are still investigating, she declined to comment. But some newest information that was just released a few hours ago: person of interest Trail does have an active warrant out for his arrest for possession of a deadly weapon. The LPD is working with numerous law enforcement forces because the investigation is multi-jurisdictional. Blymeister says they are working closely with the Loof family to find their daughter. Reporting live for Star City News, I'm Sarah Firestone. Back to you, Emma.
Thanks, Sarah.
Police are asking that anyone with information contact the Crime Stoppers number below. 2 former corporals from the Tecumseh State Correctional Institution are accused of smuggling K2 to an inmate in October. Richard Fries and Ryan Toker were arrested on October 21st, but were charged last week for conspiring to convey an article to a prisoner. Fries faces an additional charge for delivery or distribution of synthetic cannabinoid. Toker brought the K2 into the prison and tried to deliver it. An inmate asked Fries where the delivery would be made. Both have been released on bond. A Gretna woman caught an intruder on camera this morning thanks to her new security system. The woman woke up to her cell phone going off with this video playing live of the intruder. She was able to call the police, but the intruder was gone when they arrived. Police are asking that anyone with information about the man's identity call the Sarpy County Crime Stoppers. A Lincoln man was charged today after shooting his neighbor twice after an argument over the Bible on Friday night. Jimmy Livingston shot Andrew Pickering in the shoulder and hip and then called police to report the incident. The injuries are not life-threatening. Livingston is charged with first-degree assault, use of a deadly weapon to commit a felony, possession of a firearm by a prohibited person, and unlawful discharge of a firearm.
The City of Lincoln is working on making previously private data public. New hate crime data has been added to the city's website. The public safety director said in comparison to other cities in Nebraska and of similar size in the United States, Lincoln has a larger number of hate crimes reported to police, with 163 between 2010 and 2016.
The Lincoln Police Department is reporting a steady increase in mental health calls in the past several years. The department says they are on pace to receive 3,000 calls before the end of December. Officers are required to train for the calls for an entire day and think the increase may be from a drop in stigma regarding mental health.
A Nebraska state senator will help address the opioid crisis. Senator Merv Reapy will join 25 leaders at the National Conference of State Legislatures. While the opioid crisis had not afflicted Nebraska as severely as other states, Senator Reapy said strengthening existing policies and making new ones will help the crisis. Lancaster County could become the first in Nebraska to offer roadside memorial signs, another option for grieving families wanting to remember loved ones killed in a roadside crash. Families can buy a sign with their loved one's name and one of 4 messages. Please drive safely, don't drink and drive, seatbelts save lives, and please watch for bicyclists. The county board is expected to vote on the policy on December 5th. A new license plate design was unveiled Monday featuring a woman holding hands with a child and the message, "Choose life." The plate had generated controversy in the last state legislature session, but was eventually signed into law by Governor Pete Ricketts. The new option will be available for $5 more than the standard plate starting January 1st, with proceeds going to a federal assistance program.
Coming up, why the hunt for the perfect evergreen just got harder.
And a look at the local weather for the week.
You're watching Star City News, live from the College of Journalism and Mass Communications in Lincoln. Welcome to the Lincoln Children's Museum, where the possibilities are endless. The museum offers kids a chance to develop their creativity and turn it into something special. So come on down and be active, be creative, be goofy, and much more. Discover the Lincoln Children's Museum, quick, before they grow up.
At the University of Nebraska College of Journalism and Mass Communications, you can start here and go anywhere. Our programs are designed for doers, life seekers. You'll get hands-on experience from day one in front of or behind a camera with a major in broadcasting. Or maybe you'd like a career in radio, calling sporting events for KRNU, or design a major advertising campaign. To begin your future, go to journalism.unl.edu.
You're watching Star City News, live from the College of Journalism and Mass Communications in Lincoln.
A phishing scam hit the UNL campus today.
Star City's Sydney Boyd has a story and what to do if you received an email.
A series of emails were sent to UNL addresses today.
So it basically said that my account was going to be shut down if I failed to enter in my information, so that they could resubmit and refresh my account.
Keon said that he got the email at 7 this morning and that everything about it looked legitimate.
Earlier in class today, one of my classmates was basically talking about it and said that the athletic department had sent out an email to fellow athletes, basically telling them that this was a scam, and then I went and did some research online and I saw that UNL had posted something about it as well.
UNL has since removed the post, but on the university's phishing archives, it shows that there has been over 10 reports just today. In a note sent out by the UNL IT Help Center, they say it's important to look for the green padlock and security certificate that assures it's safe. Another student at UNL, Brina Miller, received an email that was sent to her work account at NET.
Well, I got a notification from my work that told us to look out for these types of emails that someone's posing as the university trying to steal your information.
Brina said the office was on high alert and that if it wasn't clear that the email was from a trusted source, she was told to ignore it.
It was kind of unsettling because I'm not sure, I get emails from the university all the time, and I don't know if it could have been a scam or if not.
Receive an email and opened it, that you need to reset your password immediately, and that if you have any questions, to contact them. For Star City News, I'm Sydney Boyd reporting live.
Thanks, Sydney. The Omaha FBI warns local shoppers and says there's 3 things you can do to protect yourself from credit card fraud. Don't let your card out of your sight. Instead of a debit card, use a credit card, and use a credit card with a chip. If you're shopping online, don't click on emails with links to follow to receive a discount at what may look like your favorite store.
Lincoln's main post office on R Street announced limited Sunday holiday hours. The office will be open from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on December 3rd, 10th, and 17th. The Postal Service is offering a new program called Informed Delivery that allows customers to interact with their incoming packages. With holiday shopping under full swing, people are ready to stash those gifts under the tree. However, the National Christmas Tree Association says tree prices will increase 5 to 10% this year. In 2008, tree sales dropped, which led to growers planting less seeds. The trees take 10 years to grow, which is causing a shortage this holiday season.
Now, we've had some pretty high temperatures here in the capital city over the holiday weekend.
Star City's Camille Hoover has what to expect this week.
Currently here in Lincoln, we are under clear and sunny skies at 45 degrees. Winds are out of the north at 10 to 15 miles per hour, which is significantly reduced from those gusty winds we had earlier this afternoon at 30 miles per hour. If we look to the almanac, we can see that today's high of 55 degrees is well above our average of 43 degrees. However, our low of 48 degrees today is well above our average of 22 degrees by a quite significant difference. We can also see that the sunset does continue to get earlier and earlier today, hitting right at 5 p.m. If we look to tonight, it does get much colder at 21 degrees, although the winds do die down to 5 miles per hour overnight. And tomorrow morning, you want to make sure you do grab that jacket, as it will remain quite chilly. However, dress in layers, because by the afternoon, it will be in the mid-50s at 52 degrees and sunny, with calmer winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Once again, tomorrow will feel much warmer than today because of the calmer winds. If we look to the 7-day outlook, we can see the week ahead is quite mild, with temperatures in the mid-50s throughout the rest of the week. And as we look through the weekend, and especially Sunday, there is a slight chance of showers later in the day. However, that should not interfere with any of your Sunday plans, and temperatures do rest comfortably right below 60 degrees. We can also see for the start of the work week, temperatures do rest in the mid-50s. That's all for us here at Weather. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Camille. Holiday shopping kicked off on Black Friday.
We looked into how Cyber Monday affected local stores.
You're watching Star City News, live from the College of Journalism and Mass Communications in Lincoln.
Out with the old, in with the new. The University of Nebraska-Lincoln's College of Journalism and Mass Communications is ready for the future with its brand new renovation. This renovation was completed with you in mind, so you can create, so you can innovate. Change how you view the world, how you capture the world. Start here, go anywhere.
Welcome to the Lincoln Children's Museum, where the possibilities are endless. The museum offers kids a chance to develop their creativity and turn it into something special. So come on down and be active, be creative, be goofy, and much more. Discover the Lincoln Children's Museum, quick, before they grow up. You're watching Star City News, live from the College of Journalism and Mass Communications in Lincoln.
President Trump visited Capitol Hill today to help build support for his tax plan before the committee vote. The bill passed 12-11 and will head to the Senate floor this week. The plan would increase the deficit by $1.4 trillion over the next 10 years. In other news out of the White House, the Navajo Nation is calling President Trump's Pocahontas comment a racial slur. During an event honoring Navajo code talkers, Trump referenced his nickname for Senator Elizabeth Warren, Pocahontas. Warren was not at the event and said it was deeply unfortunate that Trump couldn't refrain from using the racial slur during the ceremony.
The suspect in New York's deadliest terror attack since 9/11 is scheduled for arraignment in federal court today. The 22-count indictment charges Saifullah Sapov with 8 counts of murder in aid of racketeering, 1 count of providing and attempting to provide material support to ISIS, and 1 count of violence and destruction of a motor vehicle. And Black Friday shoppers may be looking for a bargain for clothing or electronics, but this year's surprise big seller, guns. The FBI received more than 203,000 requests. Experts say fear of more gun control in the wake of recent massacres appears to be one of the reasons. And guns were not the only ones selling. Local businesses had great success on Cyber Monday. Bulu Box, a monthly sample box filled with vitamins, supplements, and healthy snacks, had 3 times their average sales. And Spreetail, an e-commerce company, celebrated its own success, saying they plan to expand and hire new people next year.
Representative Luis Gutierrez from Illinois is expected to announce today that he will not be seeking re-election. Gutierrez has held his seat since 1993 and is a leading voice on immigration reform.
North Korea fired a ballistic missile earlier today. It was fired from Sani, and the Pentagon said it traveled 1,000 kilometers before crashing into the Sea of Japan. South Korean military conducted a precision missile firing drill as a response to the launch.
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle announced their engagement yesterday. The couple has dated for over a year and is set to be married in the spring. Markle's ring is estimated to be worth $350,000. The engagement is straying from the royal family's conservative history, since Markle is a divorced American actress with biracial heritage. Kate Middleton says she is absolutely thrilled for the couple. Coming up, 2 major suspensions in the NFL.
Plus, a look at what coaching jobs are available in college football.
You're watching Star City News, live from the College of Journalism and Mass Communications in Lincoln.
In 2012, the national percentage of adults reporting that they drank too much alcohol before driving was 1.9%. In that same year, Nebraska adults reported 3.4%, nearly twice as much as the national average. People know they shouldn't drive, yet they still do. People go out and plan on coming back home. But as we all know, everything doesn't always go as planned. Inform those around you about the risks of drunk driving.
Welcome to the Lincoln Children's Museum, where the possibilities are endless. The museum offers kids a chance to develop their creativity and turn it into something special. So come on down and be active, be creative, be goofy, and much more. Discover the Lincoln Children's Museum, quick, before they grow up. You're watching Star City News, live from the College of Journalism and Mass Communications in Lincoln.
Welcome back to Star City News. I'm Jack Housengay with the latest in sports. Another week in the NFL has come and gone as the Baltimore Ravens closed Week 12 last night with a 23-16 victory over the Houston Texans. Other notable scores from the weekend include the Los Angeles Rams' 26-10 win over the Saints, which snapped New Orleans' 8-game winning streak. Chris Boswell's field goal in the final seconds pushed the Steelers past the Packers in Pittsburgh, while the seemingly playoff-bound Jaguars fell to the Cardinals in overtime. But it wasn't all fun and games this weekend. Broncos cornerback Aqib Talib and Raiders wide receiver Michael Crabtree have each been suspended 2 games for fighting during Sunday's game in Oakland. Here's a look at the skirmish, which came less than 4 minutes into the contest. Both Talib and Crabtree were ejected from the game, and both players plan to appeal their suspensions. The man reportedly involved in a potential catfishing incident with former NBA All-Star Ray Allen says the retired guard wants to kill him. TMZ Sports obtained court documents filed by the accuser, Bryant K. Coleman, that alleges Allen is stalking him. An emergency motion filed by Allen a week ago accused Coleman of pretending to be a number of attractive women online, communicating with Allen through several accounts. Now, according to AP, Allen reached a deal with Coleman to keep their conversations private. However, Coleman says Allen spied on him multiple times, called him to ensure he, quote, never opened his mouth, and is now a, quote, deranged individual. Allen's attorney, David Marcus, says Allen is exploring all legal options against Coleman. Los Angeles Clippers forward Blake Griffin suffered a left knee injury that forced him to leave Monday night's win over the Lakers. As you can see here, Griffin fell with rookie Lonzo Ball and teammate Austin Rivers beneath the Lakers' basket during a loose ball late in the fourth quarter. Clippers coach Doc Rivers updated Griffin's status, saying he has a sprained MCL and could be out up to 2 months. And finally, the college football coaching carousel is well underway as Nebraska fans continue to keep their eye on Central Florida coach and former Husker quarterback Scott Frost. Several schools with vacancies are already filling the position. Former Mississippi State head coach Dan Mullen was hired by the University of Florida on Sunday. The Gators fired Jim McElwain in late October, despite McElwain winning the SEC East Division in his first 2 seasons. And out west, UCLA has hired Chip Kelly, who most recently coached in the NFL for the 49ers and Eagles. Kelly was an instrumental part in the rise of the Oregon Ducks from 2009 to 2012. Still, plenty of high-profile programs have yet to hire a head coach. After a fiasco involving Ohio State defensive coordinator Greg Schiano, Tennessee has reportedly set their eyes on Oklahoma State head coach Mike Gundy. Nebraska, as mentioned, is allegedly targeting Scott Frost, while Texas A&M is said to be making a run at Florida State's Jimbo Fisher. That's the latest in sports. Again, I'm Jack Housing. Coming up next on Star City News, a look at the latest in entertainment, including the return of a pretty wild TV show.
Stay with me, boy. We don't know where we are. This isn't a dream, then.
You're watching Star City News, live from the College of Journalism and Mass Communications in Lincoln. Welcome to the University of Nebraska State Museum. Explore the history of life. Immerse yourself in the full-dome, state-of-the-art planetarium experience. See spectacular fossil discoveries and walk alongside ancient sea giants in our Mesozoic era. Take a journey through time and explore the world before we knew it. The University of Nebraska State Museum. You're watching Star City News, live from the College of Journalism and Mass Communications in Lincoln. Welcome back to Star City News. I'm Keon Asgarpour with the latest in entertainment. Award season is almost upon us and the Grammy nominations for 2018 are out. This year's crop of nominees might be the Grammys' most diverse class yet, with several rap and R&B stars like Jay-Z, who received 8 nods, and rapper Kendrick Lamar in a close second with 7.
The 60th Grammy Awards will take place at New York City's Madison Square Garden on Sunday, January 28th on CBS. The Angels and their wings are ready to fly across the catwalk. The infamous Victoria's Secret fashion show has undoubtedly filled your televisions in anticipation of tonight. You can watch the show, which airs on CBS at 9 p.m. Central Time. Besides the show-stopping outfits and beautiful women, you can catch musical performances from artists like Harry Styles, Miguel, Leslie Odom Jr., and Jane Zhang.
I love Seaside Heights, New Jersey this time of year. We're back in our habitat, and I'm ready to tear the speakers off this joint.
Cabs are here! MTV is bringing back the reality TV franchise Jersey Shore with all of its original cast members. The original Jersey Shore ran for 6 seasons on MTV from 2009 to 2012 and was a hit amongst youth and Guidos nationwide. The new season of drama, lust, and gym, tanning, and laundry is set to air in 2018. A superhero league was no match for A Boy with a Guitar and a Dream at the box office this weekend. The animated movie Coco is about a boy who goes on a quest to reignite his musical roots in the afterlife. The Pixar movie led the box office with over $50 million since Friday. The Justice League ended in a close second, grossing $41 million, and Wonder with $22 million. That's all the time we have for entertainment. I'm Kian Azgapur. Karina, Emma, have you guys had a chance to see Coco yet?
Yes, I actually went to go see it yesterday.
You know, I'm super excited to go take my little sister to it.
And it was a record-breaking weekend of sales with Black Friday and Cyber Monday.
Let's find out what makes today so special with Lee Marion and the latest in social media.
Thanks guys. Now here with the latest in social media. Black Friday and Cyber Monday had a blockbuster sales this weekend, but today is Giving Tuesday, your chance to give a little something back. Facebook with Mark Zuckerberg and the Gates Foundation have teamed up to contribute. Nonprofit groups on Facebook started fundraisers today. The Gates Foundation plans to match all donations up to $2 million. Today, all fees on Facebook are also waived, guaranteeing every last penny makes its way to your chosen organization. According to TechCrunch, last year, Facebook raised nearly $7 million, and the project worldwide reached $168 million. ESPN encouraged their followers to donate and suggested the V Foundation, one of many in the fight against cancer. And Emma Watson was there supporting too, an impressive contribution by the UK, doubling all donations to CampFed, a group dedicated to keeping young African girls in school. Facebook is doing a wonderful thing with the Gates Foundation. How great is it that Giving Tuesday happens to land on none other than National French Toast Day? Definitely not a coincidence. Good Morning America and the Today Show didn't hold back with their celebration, and these two tweeters who definitely had their share of a hearty breakfast. It's not too late for you though. You can always do your own breakfast by whipping up some eggs and putting it in the bread. Now some comical relief with the top subreddit of the month. A popular blog site picked good fake texts as this month's winner. This son told his parents he's going to live on his own. His parents responded happily for him. Surprise, surprise though, he plans on keeping the place to himself. And then with our final one, what better way to find out that your kid is pregnant than a little surprise, right? Well, maybe this isn't the best way to find out as a parent. With the latest in social media, I'm Lee Marion. Back to you guys at the desk.
You know, Karina, that French toast has me super hungry. What's your favorite French toast topping?
I would have to say strawberries. What about yours?
You know, raspberries and peanut butter is a surprisingly good combination.
Whipped cream.
Yes, those are great toppings. You know, syrup sometimes just does the trick though with French toast.
Yes, syrup, French toast, chocolate, all of that. Well, that's all the time we have. I'm Karina Hernandez.
And I'm Emma Olson. We'll see you on Thursday.